Very good morning to all of you friends. Today we are going to discuss about another type of permanent tissue, that permanent complex tissue, that is phloem. So yesterday we completed about xylem. Okay, xylem is also a complex permanent tissue. Now today, in our today's topic or today's video, we will study about the next type of permanent complex tissue, that is phloem. Okay, so phloem is also a conducting tissue. Phloem also consists of 4 different elements. That is why it is called a complex tissue. Okay, let us quickly see what are the 4 elements which are present in phloem tissue. The 4 different types of cells are sieve tube, okay, sieve tube cells, the companion cells, the phloem parenchyma cells, and phloem fiber cells. Okay, these are the 4 different types of cells which are present in the phloem tissue as a whole. Now here there is a diagram of phloem tissue. This diagram I have drawn from my NCERT book. So please practice this diagram. Let us see how these tissues are arranged, or the cells are arranged in phloem tissue. Okay, now in phloem tissue we will see that the first one, like sieve tube. So this long elongated cells, okay, 2 cells I have drawn here. These 2 cells are called sieve tubes, sieve tube cells. And these sieve tube cells at their ends, okay, this is the you can say anterior portion, this is the posterior portion. You can see some sieve plates are present. Okay, so like this one I have, out of this 4 I have drawn only one. So this sieve plate is present here also, it is present here also, and it is present here also. Okay, so the elongated cells are called sieve tube, and the sieve tube, they have sieve plates at their anterior and posterior ends. Okay, these sieve plates, they have pore like structures in between, through which the soluble organic substance can easily flow, okay, along with cytoplasm. So you can see here. Got it? Now these are the sieve tube cells and these are the sieve plates. Okay, sieve plates. So together the sieve tube and the sieve plate, they are called sieve element. Sieve element. Okay, so sieve tube. Then comes the companion cells. The companion cells, they are present at the side of the sieve tube. So these are called companion cells. Okay, these companion cells, companion itself means they provide nourishment to the sieve tube cells. Now these sieve tube cells, they are the main or principal conducting part of phloem. Okay, this is whole phloem tissue, it is made up of different types of cells. Then sieve tube cells, they are the principal conducting tissues. Okay, and because their function is conduction, so they need some other cells to nourish them. Those cells are called companion cells, which are present adjacent to the sieve tube cells. Okay, so these are companion cells. Then comes phloem parenchyma. Phloem parenchyma are the phloem parenchyma cells which are very much living in nature, and they help in photosynthesis, or they help in preparation of certain substances, they help in storage of proteins, fats, etc. Okay, so phloem parenchyma, they are the storage cells. They store the nourishment for the whole phloem tissue. And the last one, phloem fiber. When this phloem, these are all living cells. Okay, phloem consists of basically living cells. When these living cells, they are devoid of nucleus and protoplasm, and at maturity, when they become bark or they die out, then they are converted into phloem fibers. Okay, so phloem fibers important function is to give mechanical strength to the bark or the wood portion. Now in yesterday's video we have seen that xylem is called wood, so phloem is called bark. Okay, that bark portion, that consists of phloem. Now this phloem consists of 4 different elements. We have seen in the diagram just now that there are 4 different types of elements except phloem fiber, because when these at maturity they are devoid of nucleus and cytoplasm, then only they are converted into phloem fiber. So this is living, sieve tube are living, companion cells are living, phloem parenchyma are living, only phloem fibers are dead. But in case of xylem, we have seen there are majority of dead tissues and only xylem fiber xylem parenchyma is living in nature, isn't it? The vessels, the tracheids, as well as xylem fiber, they are dead. So majority of xylem is dead, but majority of phloem is living. Now the most important point, that is, what is the function of these cells or phloem tissue as a whole. So phloem tissue helps in conduction of food. Okay, yesterday I have shown you on the video that xylem and phloem, they are present in the vascular bundles in the stem, okay, in a circular manner, ring like fashion. Now those phloem, they help in conduction of food from the leaves to different parts of the plant, because during photosynthesis food is prepared. This food is conducted or translocated to different parts of the plant, whether stems or leaves or younger leaves, etc. They are transported to different parts of the plant through phloem tissue. So the function of phloem tissue is it helps in conduction of food and soluble organic matter from the leaves to different parts of the plant. That is why the direction of phloem is bidirectional, that means both upward and downwards. So there are some differences between xylem and phloem. We will discuss about that also. Like for example, xylem helps in conduction of water, okay, in upward direction, but phloem helps in conduction of food in bidirection, that means both directions. Okay, xylem helps in conduction of water, whereas phloem helps in conduction of food. Majority of xylem is dead tissue, whereas majority of phloem is living tissue. Both the xylem and phloem, they form the conducting tissues of the plant. Okay, by the help of xylem and phloem, water and food is translocated to distant locations in the plant's body. So please practice this diagram, draw this diagram in your class copy, and I will also upload the functions of these 4 elements of phloem. Please go through them, learn them, and write them in your class copy as well. Thank you so much for watching this video.